Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Shalon Lockhart, Self-Love Queen Passionista and Emotional Energy Alchemist, and I am here to help guide you along your journey of navigating the energies and diving further into self-love. So, I'm gonna pull some oracle cards for today. It is the summer solstice here in the northern hemisphere, so happy summer solstice. And yeah, I'm gonna pull some oracle cards for us and see what the energy is coming up for today. Oh my God, these are so beautiful. Okay. And perfect for today, of course. So the wastelands, sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. Okay. So this is all about coming back to yourself and seeing where you're needing to nurture yourself and give yourself a little bit of extra like love and compassion. All right. Let's see what the actual book has to say. So there's an anonymous 13th century French myth in the form of a poem called the Elucidation that tells the story of a king who abuses the land he's supposed to be the guardian of. The king breaks the trust of the well maidens, the spirits who are guarding the wells of the land, and they flee. The waters run dry, the plants wilt, and the land, which was once rich and fertile, becomes barren, creating a wasteland. This is the most powerful card in the deck. It's a wake-up call for us to stop the destructive behavior that's resulting in us becoming brittle and unable to live in a sustainable way. Okay, so what are you doing that you know is not beneficial for yourself? Okay, are you like eating junk food? Are you having negative thinking? Are you not taking time for self-care? Like all of those things, right? We focus on mind, body, soul all the time, every day. Okay, focus on mind, body, soul. All right, I actually have, and I'll drop that in the in the description below. I have a slay the day checklist. Okay, and so this is actually helps you find ways to incorporate ways of nourishing yourself, mind, body, soul, into your already hectic schedule. Okay, so that we can actually give from an overflowing cup all the time, as opposed to ending up in the wastelands and feeling depleted. Okay, so the sacred feminine is abundant. Okay, it is your birthright to be abundant. She knows that the earth can provide for what we need and that she doesn't need to take more than what she needs. Okay, she tends the earth around her and within her. All right, so it's not just about giving to everybody else all the time, right? It's about giving to yourself. All right, and the whole concept of like self-care being selfish, it's not, because when we tend to ourselves first, then we're able to show up in a better way for everybody in the world around us. Okay, so she tends the earth around her and within her. Sorry, I guess I needed to read that again. She's the keeper of a balance and the protector of all living things. Okay, so finding that balance within. So the rose has seen civilizations come and go, empires rise and fall. In this card, she's delivering an urgent message to slow down. Okay, stop any way of being that is not suitable. All right, and I know that it's like easier said than done some days, right? And that you know, poor habits take time to to change and shift. So make sure to give yourself some grace, okay? And that's why it's like really good to have like this My Slay of the Day checklist or whatever to keep on hand for you for like guidance, okay? So to release anything that's making us brittle, to tend our garden, our bodies, and the earth around us. Beautiful. It says, what way of being is no longer suitable? Oh my goodness, sustainable for you. Okay. So, yeah, beautiful. The next card is the sacred union, beloved within, inner and outer relationships. Okay, so it's about coming back to the wastelands, right? How are you nurturing yourself? And is that being reflected to you from your relationships around them, right? As within, so without, as well as finding that beloved sacred union within, okay? Finding that balance within, which is so perfect for today, for the summer solstice, because it's all about balance, the perfect balance between the light and the dark today, right? So let's see what... it says, no, that's the wrong one. Okay. Relationships are how we grow. They cradle and stretch us through connection and division, love and hurt, compassion and separation. They invite us to return again and again to the most important relationship we'll ever have, which is the one with ourselves, the sacred union that's been waiting within. Ancient mystery teachings whisper secrets of the sacred unions, Hieros Gamos, sacred marriage, and in early Christian mysticism and Kabbalah, sexual alchemy in ancient Egyptian teachings, and Yabyum, father-mother in Tibetan Buddhism. We're familiar with the mystic couples such as Isis and Osiris. But we each have the sacred masculine and feminine within. And sacred union through external relationship is always an invitation to deepen the union within, okay? What is going on in your relationships doesn't matter. It does not have to be romantic. It can just be your family. It can be your friends, all right? Where do you need to tend to yourself and shift that inner balance, right? The inner feminine and masculine. So each relationship can be seen as an invitation to deepen connection with the beloved within, even our most challenging relationships, okay? Especially our most challenging relationships are reflecting to us where we need to do the most work, okay? The sacred union isn't just between you and another, it's returning to yourself, all right? And when we return to ourselves, we also return to humanity as a whole. Maybe you're being invited to grow through relationships. Perhaps you feel like you're being tested or stretched, or find yourself longing for something external. This is an invitation to deepen the connection within, to embrace yourself fully and treat yourself like the most precious person on the planet. Okay, the love that you give to everybody else so freely and openly, it's time to also give that back to yourself. The more embraced you feel, the easier it is to embrace others, okay? So when you're giving to yourself in a loving way, then it's easier to give that love to others as well, and you won't feel so depleted all the time, okay? So how can you embrace yourself more? Beautiful. And the next card is the reunion. Soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, friendship, right? The reunion. And this is also very similar to the sacred union, right? The finding the balance with the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So, it says, this current period in history has been spoken of by mystics through the ages, and you chose to incarnate right in the middle of it. You didn't do so alone. All right. We came here in waves and with joint soul missions. You were never meant to walk this life alone. It's time to come back together. So finding your soul tribe. To remember that we're not in competition. Rather, we hold keys for each other. This is the way of the rose, to bloom bravely, regardless of what others are doing, okay? When you look at flowers, you don't necessarily think that one is more beautiful than the other. They're all beautiful in their own unique way, right? And not to be threatened when others do so alongside you, okay? It's about celebrating each other's uniqueness and the beauty of everybody around us, okay? The rose doesn't open and close according to who's walking by. She reveals her beauty to the world without waver. You're here to do that too. There are people who at a soul level choose to walk alongside you, okay? Find your people. Find the ones who support you, the ones who really nurture your soul, okay? There are people who are at a soul level who choose to walk alongside you. But for them to find you, you must let them see you, okay? Let yourself be seen so that your people can find you. Reveal yourself to the world. Open your heart and mind to collaboration rather than competition. So many of us, particularly those who identify as women, have learned to be mistrustful of one another, as if we're in competition. This card comes with a message of collaborations, partnerships, and friendships. A confirmation that one or more people are entering your life, okay? Or it could be a sign that you're being called to co-create on a project with someone you already know. Decide to bloom together, okay? We are stronger together, we as women, okay? We need to release the programmings of competition and, one-upping one another, and know that when one of us is winning, that we are all winning, we are all successful and succeeding. So the rose transmission, if you place your hand on your chest and just breathe this in. I release any old programming of competition. I open myself up to relationships and collaborations. It's safe for me to trust and co-create. It's safe for me to speak clearly. It's safe for me to set clear boundaries and collaboration. Breathe that in. And I'm going to lock it in with language. Beautiful. Okay, let me know how those messages resonated with you. So beautiful and perfectly aligned with the summer solstice that we have today. Make sure that you drink lots and lots of water, stay grounded, spend time out in nature, allow those sun codes in to flow and be open to receive. Remember, it is the feminine's right to receive, okay? If you would like to work with me further, I offer Soul-Filled Oracle card guidance, and we do clearing in those sessions, as well as offering you tools along your self-love journey. I'm going to drop the link for my freebie in the description below. And if you're looking to find your tribe, I have Self-Love Queen Academy that is going to be starting up again in the fall. And that is a group coaching session, okay, where we release the limiting beliefs that are keeping us from stepping into our divine queen energy and learn to balance that divine feminine and divine masculine energy. And we tap into childhood wound healing and learning ways to give to ourselves mind, body, and soul. So if that's of interest in you, you can get onto the wait list already. And other than that, I wish you so many summer solstice blessings and to have a most beautiful rest of your day. Take care.